Every developer acts like their code editor is just a tool, a neutral choice, and something you picked because it was convenient. That's a lie, and not even a guess. Your code editor is basically a personality test with syntax highlighting, and the moment another developer sees your setup, they've already made assumptions about you, even though they won't say it out loud. I've been in enough developer communities to know exactly what people assume about you. Immediately they see your setup. So today, we're profiling the suspects. Quick thing before we start, I make dev culture and tech rants with zero filter. So please subscribe, hit the bell, and join the Code Brothers. Now let's judge some developers. Let's start with VS Coders, because that's most of you watching this. VS Code users didn't choose their editor. It happened to them. You installed it once because some YouTube tutorial said, download Visual Studio Code. And that was it. You never left. 3 years later, you're still using the same default theme. Same extensions. Same font. Same sidebar. Same 47 tabs you've been afraid to close since the day you started your job. And honestly, that's fine. VS Code is ridiculously good. Millions of developers use it. It's fast, customizable, and has an extension for basically everything. But let's be honest. You've never opened your settings intentionally. You just copied somebody else's configuration from GitHub and prayed. And if your VS Code has 83 extensions installed, you're not using an editor anymore. You're running a small software company inside your editor. Then there's Vim, or NeoVim, if they're feeling generous today. Here's the thing about Vim users. You didn't ask what editor they use. They told you anyway, usually within the first 5 minutes of meeting them. You could be at a wedding. Someone asks, so what do you do? And before they even say software engineer, they've already explained their NeoVim configuration. Vim isn't an editor for these people. It's a belief system. They don't open files, they navigate them. They don't delete text, they execute motions. And God help you if you accidentally press the wrong key, because now you're trapped. The funniest part, every Vim user has spent at least one afternoon explaining why Vim is faster, before spending 40 minutes configuring Vim. Then we have JetBrains users, IntelliJ, PyCharm, WebStorm, and Rider users. You people are different. This is enterprise energy. Someone else is paying for this license. And it shows. Your autocomplete doesn't suggest code. It predicts your future. You type 3 letters, and IntelliJ has already generated your entire functionality. These are the developers who show up to work on time, attend every stand-up, have 17 Slack notifications, and somehow look slightly offended when someone says, I use VS Code. Then there is Sublime Text. Sublime reached its peak around 2015. And honestly, some of its users peaked with it. If you're still using Sublime in 2026, I respect it. Because either you found something that works and refused to fix what isn't broken, or you missed several major shifts in the industry, and nobody has told you yet. Both are valid life choices. Then you've got Notepad++. If someone opens Notepad++ in 2026, something interesting is happening. Either they're a systems-level genius who doesn't need modern tooling, or something has gone deeply wrong in their life. There is no middle ground. And the scary thing is, sometimes they're actually a genius. You'll look at their 14-year-old setup and realize they just solved in 6 lines of code what your 47 VS Code extensions couldn't solve. And finally, Emacs. Emacs isn't an editor. It's a cult with a keyboard shortcut problem. If you use it, you already know this. If you don't, an Emacs user is going to explain it to you shortly, whether you asked or not. And that's the thing about Emacs. You don't just use Emacs. You eventually start building your life inside Emacs. Email? Emacs. Calendar? Emacs. Writing? Emacs. Probably your taxes? Somehow Emacs. But there's a new species entering the ecosystem. The AI editor users. You know who you are. You used to write code, but now you describe code. You type make a login system, and then sit back like you're the CEO. Then the AI gives you 600 lines of code, and you have absolutely no idea what any of it does. But you don't touch it because it works. And then there's the most dangerous developer of all. The guy who uses every editor. VS Code for JavaScript, PyCharm for Python, NeoVim for quick edits, IntelliJ for work, Sublime because it's just faster, and Notepad++ because, actually, no reason. Ask him which editor he prefers, and he'll say, it depends. It always depends. But here's what I actually think. After watching this argument happen across developer forums, your editor doesn't make you a better developer. It doesn't make your code cleaner. It doesn't make you smarter. It just makes you easier to profile. Because every editor tells a story. Maybe you're a minimalist. Maybe you're a productivity nerd. Maybe you're an enterprise employee. Maybe you're a terminal psychopath. Or maybe you just installed VS Code because a YouTube tutorial told you to. And honestly, that's probably most of us. So tell me in the comments, what editor do you use? And more importantly, how defensive are you about it? If this video resonates, please like it and subscribe to join the Code Brothers. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.